feel like this is like the MTV Cribs. Welcome to my home. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a new Shop My Stash. So in my last Shop My Stash video, I shared with you that I was moving out of my apartment and I was going to be putting the majority of my belongings into a storage unit, and that included my makeup collection, which is in this. This is my vanity, and we also have this box here full of stuff in my makeup collection as well. And that's what I did. So here we are. This is my storage unit, and I have come back today to do a Shop My Stash for the month of September, which is wild. Welcome to September. I hope that you enjoy seeing this. With my Shop My Stash videos, I first go through what I chose out. So in my last one, I really chose out what I was gonna have for July and August because I was traveling the majority of August. It's a big reason why I put things in a storage unit, is because I do a lot of travel, have a lot of travel planned for the rest of the year as well. So I was only in my home city of Las Vegas for 10 days out of the 31 in August. So for my Shop My Stash, I really kind of had that in mind. So I will go through and review everything that I had in my bag. I have a lot of panning progress to update you on, some empties, some things that I finished up. And then, so for right now, I'm going to go through my makeup collection, any new products that I received, and pull out what I want to try for the month of September. I'm not traveling quite as much in September. I am still traveling about half-ish of the month or so. October and November is when it really picks up for me again, but still that's something that I have in mind. And also just keeping in mind that I don't have my makeup collection in my space anymore. I need to, one, be in Las Vegas to access my makeup collection, and then two, I need to be able to drive over to my storage unit to come in here and to grab out my things. So those are definitely some things that I think about. I am planning to do a video on some of my mindset shifts since putting everything in a storage unit. It's been about 2 months now, and I honestly have really learned a lot. This was something I considered doing last year when I was traveling a lot, but I was a little intimidated by it. And I feel like I've learned a lot, and just have some things that I want to share with you that I have found interesting about this journey. But when I asked if you wanted to see a Shop My Stash for my storage unit, it was an overwhelming yes. I'm not exactly sure how the quality lighting sounds. You know, I'm working with what I can do the best with, and the light in here keeps shutting off. It's like on a timer or something, and I'm like, stop, turn on. I will say one of my most asked questions was, will my makeup survive in a storage unit in the heat of Las Vegas? I am in a climate controlled storage unit, so I've had no issues because I have come back a couple of times. Especially I started my Poshmark closet and have been putting a lot of my clothes and shoes on there, and so I keep the box here. So I do come back to grab when things sell, like on Poshmark. I have the link in my description box if you're interested in anything that I have up there. And there has been a couple of things that I have come back for with my makeup collection, so I've checked on it. Everything's fine, nothing's melting, feels nice in here. So my makeup is not in any danger here. But we're first going to jump into the reviews from July and August, and then I will jump into my actual Shop My Stash. And like, my vanity still has plastic on it, so we need to do something about that. Okay, so we are going to start off with what I had in my Shop My Stash bag for July and then spilling into August. Okay, so where should we start? I do see some eyeshadow palettes right here, and maybe you saw this if you caught my last Get Ready With Me, but let me just share it again, because in my YSL QUad, I have talked about this quad for so long. I use it so often. I love it so much. And I even hit pan. I think I'm about to hit pan in the shimmer shade, but I hit pan in this like neutral light brown right here. I love this quad. This is called Kosas Spices. There's a bunch of different quads that YSL has available. I know that they're more expensive, but I think the quality is just so good. Like, there's a reason I keep reaching for this out of my huge eyeshadow palette collection. I keep coming back into this one, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, we have the 3 mattes here. Then we also have the shimmer shade, and it's just one of those that I reach for because it's easy. The quality is good. I know it's gonna last. I know it's gonna work. So I love my little YSL. So I was excited to show you the pan in that one. And then I also had in here from Morphe. This is their new Cyber Chrome. This is a good one. I definitely use the YSL a lot because I do very simple basic brown smoky eye, some gold shimmers, but these had really cool shimmers if I was just looking to do something a little bit different, I would go into like these middle two, which I thought were just, you know, fun, different, unique. I would use these for like liner shades. I definitely use the YSL more. Like, I don't think that I need to keep this one. And you'll see some new eyeshadows coming up when I actually shop my stash. So I think those are going to both go back in my collection. But I was definitely very proud of the YSL pan. And then I did have in here too from One Size. This is their Until Dawn Mattifying Setting Spray. Now this was great to have, especially in August, because I went to India, Bali, and Hawaii. I was only in Las Vegas for 10 days out of 31 in August. And this was great. I didn't feel like I had any issues. There was one day in India, I got ready at probably 8 o'clock in the morning. India was by far the hottest and most humid of the places that I visited. I thought the weather in Bali was actually quite nice. Like, it was warm, but it wasn't really humid, and Hawaii literally had perfect weather. But this, got ready at like 8 o'clock and was gone the entire day, was all over the place, was walking everywhere, went to the Golden Temple, went shopping. I was also wearing what's called a traditional Punjabi suit, so which are quite heavy, and a, you know, kind of like essentially a scarf on my head. It's called a chuni. So I was covered, my head was covered, like, I was so incredibly hot, but man, my makeup looked good. I got back and I was like, okay. And then there was one day in Hawaii where I was trying to do one of those like cool Instagram videos where you like lay near the water and you let the waves like lightly like come up and lap you. Well, I got knocked out by one. It was an intense moment, but when I got back to the hotel, like, yes, I had sand everywhere, including in my hair, but man, my makeup looked good. And I was like, wow, this One Size, it's almost gone, which I'm very sad about, but that really helped my makeup last. I'm telling you guys, that one was no joke. Okay, also in here, I have a few brushes I'm gonna move to the side. We will be cleaning these, of course, because we love cleaning brushes. Oh, I do have my Morphe Bronzer in here. So this is the cream bronzer that they came out with fairly recently. And now I got some good use out of this. If you can see, especially on this side, a little dent in there. This one is in Sudden Heat. I liked it. I thought it was good. I used it a lot. I will say I don't think I'm leaning towards cream bronzers at this moment, which normally I don't. I have been more of a powder girl. But for a quick brief moment there, I was kind of more into my creams. This one from Morphe was a great one to have. I don't think I'm going to keep it in my bag, but it was a nice option. And then, voila, we have my Sephora bronzer. My goal was to pan this eventually. Again, if you saw my Get Ready With Me, I did. And now look at the size of that pan. I think that's pretty impressive. So I love the Sephora bronzer. I have the shade 10. I think it's very natural, beautiful, blendable, all of those great things. I will definitely be keeping this around. I would love to see how much more progress I make. I would love to like eventually use it up one day. So that's definitely going to stay in my bag. Oh, I had another eyeshadow too. I think this was the last one, but this was an eyeshadow duo from Patrick Ta. This one is in Do You Know Who I Am? These are two really beautiful shimmery gold shades. I think this one is so pretty. I was definitely a very big skeptic when it came to the Patrick Ta duos and their prices, but I use this one, especially, I have two. I especially use this one so much because I love a good golden shimmery eye look. Love that this one has a mirror as well. Again, you'll see some more duos. You would have seen them in my last Get Ready With Me if you caught it, but I have some more duos coming up, so I think the Patrick Ta can get a rest from me this month, but that was a great one. Okay, also in here, okay, so I have a couple different fragrances. We have the Big Daddy, the Phlur Vanilla Nectar. I really like this one. Let me grab out what the scents are. Okay, so for the Phlur Vanilla Nectar, this one is the 8 fluid ounces, $38. It says it marries the dew lusciousness of a dripping fruit with the bright creaminess of vanilla and a burst of mouth-watering sweetness. The nectars of papaya, apricot, and tangelo intertwined on a plush bed of whipped vanilla. There's also a haze of honeyed amber and rich cedar to enhance the sugared notes. Okay, perfect. I actually ended up really liking this one. Like, sometimes I feel like with fragrances, it's so hard to go through like these bigger ones. So I don't know if you'd be able to tell, but this I was a really big fan of. I didn't travel with this one, especially because of the size of it, but it is plastic, which is nice. But this was the one when I was in Vegas. This was what I was reaching for the most. But you will see I got a new one from Phlur, which I'm so excited about. But vanilla nectar is like, it's like a cozy fruit. It's like, I feel like it's a good transition into fall because it's like, it's still like bright and summery, but then you have this like cozy undertone to it, like it's about to turn fall. That's how I describe Vanilla Nectar. And then I also had from Ellis Brooklyn, this is their Milkwood Fragrance Oil. So this was a nice one to be able to travel with because I just rollerball it on like so. I think that this one is nice. This is like definitely more of your almost kind of like musky. Again, let me pull up the notes for you. So this one is the scent of our city chic dreams. It's a unisex, effortless, and addictive. Envision milky woods with sun-warmed skin. All right, so we have bergamot, fresh freesia, coconut milk, cedarwood atlas, the sandalwood, well, it says sandalwood album Australia, sure, clearwood, and amber musk. So again, kind of that musky, woody, definitely very unisex, which is what I lean towards. So I really like this one. Sometimes it is a little on the more like fragrant side, but I don't mind it because especially when I would like put it on my wrist, I would notice like hours later, I would move my hands and I'd be like, oh, what does that smell? And I'm like, oh, it's the Ellis Brooklyn. So big fan of that one. I also had in here the Josie Maran Golden Hour, which I'm not sure what that is at this moment. I don't think I would have left it on anyway. I'm sure it's like here somewhere, but also the Josie Maran and their fragrance mists, loving those as well. I finished up the body lotion that they came out with. I finished up that one in Hawaii and it was excellent, let me tell you. Okay, obviously we have some sponges that we need to be cleaning in here, but you guys, the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue All Over Luminizer. I don't know what else more I can say, but it's almost gone. Like it's pretty much empty. I have the shade Copper Rose. This is the only complexion product that I have used all summer long. Like this ColourPop foundation stick that's in here somewhere that I keep putting in as like it's a backup. No, I mean, it's great. I highly recommend it. I think it's a great skin tint. All I have used is my Bare Minerals Luminizer. This is like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's like a skin tint. It like filters your skin. It's like this, it's the rose copper. So it is, it's like a bronzy yet somehow like shimmery, almost kind of blushy. Like when I first went to put this on and I noticed the shade to it, I was like, absolutely not. This is gonna look whack on me. No, I use it every single day. All of my last Get Ready With Me videos, like I even tried to use the New Benefit foundation in my last one and I went right back over to the Bare Minerals. This is epic. I'm almost out of it and I'm so sad. I did say, I was like, I wonder if I'll go back to using like skin tints as the colder months get here, but I don't know. I might just end up repurchasing that from Bare Minerals because it's bomb. But again, the ColourPop foundation stick like is good. Still recommend it, you know, still like it, but the Bare Minerals is everything, man. Speaking of ColourPop, I was able to find a different shade in their new lip stains. So when I did my last Shop My Stash, I could only find, because I got these in PR, I could only find like the really bright shades and I was like, dang it. So this one is Baby Fox. I think I'm just realizing that that's what the shade is called, but Baby Fox, this is definitely much more what I normally wear. So I had this one in my bag. I like it and I think that it's good. Right now, I'm just really leaning towards wearing only lip liners or lip liners with like a gloss or oil. So this being more of like a stain and like it dries down a little bit more on the matte side, I'm like, okay, like it's cute and it definitely is like a stain. Like it's nice. It's just not my like absolute favorite at this moment. Like I can still use it. I think the shade, you know, Baby Fox is pretty, but it was just okay for me. Okay, before we go into some more, I don't even feel like I have that many lip products pulled out here, but okay. So for some powders, oh, I had the L'Oreal powder. Where is it? I just used it to do my makeup. No, okay. Well, I have the little Morphe powder. This is the little travel powder, and I just keep it in my bag because I think it's great. This is just a translucent powder. I do also really like the L'Oreal Blur powder. It's the pink one. Okay. But those are the two that I'm going to keep in my bag because I think that they're both great, and I can't not have a setting powder for sure. And then some concealers. I had 3 different ones. I don't really know why I had this many concealers, especially because I basically just always wear the Kulfi. If you can see, like I obviously love this one. This one is in the shade Cocoa Crush. I mean, it's like I'm starting to get down there for sure. I can tell when I pull it out of the doe foot. I'm like, oh my, but this one is great. It's like, it gives you full coverage without feeling super heavy or looking super heavy on the skin. I'm very particular about my concealers, and this one from Kulif is a fabulous one. I did also use up my mascara from Kulif. Fabulous. I think it was in my last, if it wasn't in my last empties video, then I just put it in my bin to put in my next one, but I love that mascara. Highly, highly recommend. I had also pulled out from YSL. This is their like Touche Éclat pen, right? Touche Éclat Radiant Touch pen. This is fine. I'm just not really into concealer pens like this. I just feel like they take time and like can waste product, and it was nice, but like it's just not my favorite. Like nothing really to write home about. So I'll keep the Kulif in my bag for another month. I'm not going to keep the YSL. And then I also put in here from Sigma their concealer duo, which you can tell like I've panned this a while ago. It's one of my favorite concealers. This I use for my under eyes, this I use for all over my face and to spot conceal, and it's just a fabulous little concealer duo. I think I am probably just going to grab another regular concealer though, is what I would say for that. And then I had a couple different brow products in here. So I did grab out the Milk Brow Gel. I was really thinking that I was going to use this more on my travels as like a quick, easy, just do my brows really fast, but I still like the product for it. But I have I'll have 3 brow products in here, and these are all looking rough. Why are my brow products looking so rough? So Ravie Beauty just came out with a brow pencil. I did break the spoolie, which was very sad for me, but like honestly, not the end of the world as long as the pencil still works. And I'm like, this is all I have left. So this is obviously fabulous. I love it. I did also use up the Morphe brow pencil. That is another one that I used all the way up. The one from Ravie Beauty, can I see the shade? Light brown. Light brown. This just makes, oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting ready to go away for a week. I am going to not bring this because that is almost out. Or I can bring it and just like finish using it up, but definitely need some backup options for the brow pencil. But this one from Ravie Beauty is so nice. It makes the brows look so natural. It's so effortless. It's just like your everyday natural brow, which is that what this is called? Yes, easy everyday brow pencil, 100%. So that one's fabulous. That one's almost finished. The one from Morphe, their new like micro brow pencils, fabulous. Finished one up. Thought it was great. The Lawless I've been using for a while. I really love the Shape Up Soft Fill Brow Pencil. I use the shade Oak. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is, oh, I only have this much left. That's crazy. Okay, I think I have some Benefit brow pencils that I just got in PR. I will have to put one in there because I'm almost out of both those brow pencils. That's crazy. Also from Benefit, this is the Gimme Brow like volumizing pencil. I lost the cap to this side, but this is really the only side that matters. This is like a very like quick, if I just want to like sketch a little bit in my brow fast, like boom, I'm done. I use the shade 2.5 for all my Benefit brow products. So I like those. And then again, I just didn't really use the Milk a lot. So the Milk I know I won't keep in. These 3 I probably will, or at least these 2 to finish them off. The Benefit I like, but it's like, I might just put a regular Goof Proof or Precisely My Brow in. Wow, I'm pretty impressed with that. Okay, and then moving over to my blushes, because I have some thoughts, and I think I mentioned this in my last Get Ready With Me too. So from Milk, I had their lip and cheek tint. I literally don't know why I just ran my thumb over it. That was like an intrusive thought. Like, I don't know why I did that. That's so random. Now I have to, now I feel like I can't use my thumb, Samantha. This is in the shade Splash. So pretty. I was a big fan of using this and also using the Benefit Benetint, and you can use both of these for cheeks and for lips. I think they're both great. They're long wearing, they're stains. For the summer, for the heat, the humidity, traveling, all of that. Like I thought that these were great options, and they're a little bit more on like the raspberry side. And then I also had pulled in the Rare Beauty matte bouncy blush in Grateful because I was more into like bright blushes this summer, and now I'm not anymore. Like I need all new blushes. I'm not going to keep any of these 3 blushes for my Shop My Stash bag. Like they're all good blushes, and I used the heck out of them all summer. But like I'm ready for like my neutral and my pinky blushes. So I said in a recent video that like I'm very into the way I do my makeup looks, like the way I do my eyeshadow, my liner, my lip, my blushes, and that's all I do until I'm done with it. Then I want something different. So we need a blush overhaul for my September Shop My Stash bag for sure. And then I think we just have some lip left. Oh no, just I have one mascara, so my Rare Beauty mascara. I'll keep this in here. Love my Rare Beauty mascara. I'm wearing it today. I repurchase this all the time. It's fabulous. It's my #1 mascara. So I'll probably just end up finishing it up, you know, shortly. But I did use up my Kulfi this month and also my Lancome Lashy Doll. So I finished both of those, and I have a couple new mascaras that I can pull in for the next month as well. And then just a few lip products to finish this off. I know I have some more lip liners. They might be in my purse. Well, I don't see them, but I know I have the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. I don't know where I put her. But the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude, that was great. I had the Makeup Forever. This one is Wherever Walnut. This is a great one as well, but I'm ready for some new shades. I feel like I probably had a couple other lip liners, but lip liners, I'll say, are like the only thing that I went back to my storage unit for. All of my other makeup, I was like, it's fine. My lip liners, I was like, I needed my lip liners. And then for my lip products, I think I'm going to do all new ones for next month, but like the Lawless Forget the Filler Gloss has been a favorite forever. This is in Rosy Outlook. I'm like halfway done with it. The Makeup Forever gloss in, this one is Anywhere Caffeine. This is like a little bit of a darker shade, so if that was my vibe, then I could use this one, but it's like very, very glossy, very beautiful. I love the LYS. This is a super similar shade to the YSL QUad, which is a favorite of mine. So just like a light pink clear gloss. I wasn't obsessed with the Valentino. This is their puffer glosses, and this one is the shade like 00R, which is ridiculous. Like, give it a shade name. Like, it's shiny, it's plumping, so it is a little bit tingling, but it just was like okay for me. I just think there's better glosses. There's better shimmery glosses, but like the Lawless is like a way better gloss. I mean, all of these I feel like are better glosses than the Valentino. So I think I'm going to do a whole overhaul for lip products though for my September bag, since I've been wearing a lot of these so much. And I also got some new lip products, but those are my thoughts on my July, August Shop My Stash bag. And now let me take you over to my storage unit. So got most of the plastic off of the vanity, and so in my little, still got my little Shop My Stash bag, or my basket, wanted to keep this. So inside is what we are keeping from last month, like almost done with the Bare Minerals. I have a couple different powder options in here, a bronzer, a couple brow pencils, concealer, and mascara. But first, let me go into the new products that I've received. So I will say one part of this job, and when you move, it is extremely difficult to get a hold of the brands to let them know that you have moved. So it has been really hard for me to change my address with them. So at first, after I moved out of my apartment complex, they were calling me to say like, hey, some packages arrived for you. And I had gone to the office and I explained to them my job, and I was like, if you can just like hold the packages for me, I can come get them, and then I can also message those brands, because I don't really know who's sending me stuff when. Like, we don't get an email from every brand being like, hey, just want to let you know this is coming. Like, that doesn't happen. They just send to you. And sometimes it's not even brands sending to you, it's, you know, companies that handle their PR, so it's even harder to get a hold of someone. So even though I have accounts set up in UPS and FedEx, so I can try to track, I can try to reroute, you can try to do the best you can. The apartment complex called me for the first couple of weeks, and then I think they maybe, because every package, every time I would go to pick them up, all my packages would have already been opened. And I was like, why are my packages opened? And every time I talk to someone, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I wonder if, maybe someone, And after a couple of weeks, they just stopped calling, and I called a couple of times, and I was like, just checking if I have any packages that I need to pick up, and they're like, Samantha, no, I don't think, let me check with someone. I'm like, okay, you guys are keeping my packages, which is fine, understandable. So there's that. But even sometimes you'll try to message brands and they just won't get back to you. They won't see your message. They say that they've updated your address and then they don't. So again, I can try to reroute. but also with my move to more minimalism, obviously traveling more, having stuff in the storage unit, I'm not like extremely pressed to make sure I'm getting every single package and updating with every single brand. I also did have a few brands reach out to say, hey, we saw that you're moving, do you want to stay on our PR list? And there's been a few that I've been like, you know what, thank you so much, but I just don't have the space right now for it, so you know, you can remove me from your list. So definitely have gotten a lot less PR because this is everything that I've received recently, and like if you used to see my PR hauls, you know that it used to be a lot different. But a couple of things that I know I want to grab out. So I got a couple new fragrances, and these I'm really excited for. So from Phlur, this is their cherry stem. So they sent me this big guy, like the bigger one, which is glass. They did also send me the travel version, and for some reason I was leaning towards this one, but I guess it probably would make more sense to have the travel version, or this can be something like I could keep this at like Ashley's, or you know, kind of have it be like a fragrance for, you know, all of my friends to use, and then have the travel one in my makeup bag. I could definitely do something like that. I have become more of a fruity girl recently, so when I saw cherry, I was pretty intrigued by that. And something about cherry for fall, to me, I feel like it's different. I feel like fall, we think of like pumpkin-y, maybe like vanilla or spice or stuff like that, but cherry, I just feel like makes sense. So I'm all for this. I'm all for like maybe doing some cherry makeup, some cherry lips. I love red eyeshadow. I don't know, I thought that was cute. And then I did also get the one from Rare Beauty. Okay, the packaging of these is like, this is so heavy. This was like so light compared to that. But the new Rare Beauty fragrance, now I got this, I just got the one from Phlur. This one I've had for a little bit now, and I do really like the scent on it. So this one is described as warm and decadent with a touch of spice, which is a little more like fall to me. So we have creamy caramel and pistachio, rich vanilla and spicy ginger, and then it dries down to an earthy sandalwood. It's described as bright yet deep, familiar yet unexpected. And so far I've been really liking this one. So those are my two fragrances that I think I'm going to be using the most for the next little while here. So I'm excited about that. And then, oh, I have a light in here. I think I brought this light to try to see if I could like help it all. Let's see if we can help this lighting situation. That's a little better, right? Look at me remembering to bring a little light. Wow. I know I had some people be like, you could just film all your videos on your storage unit. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the case moving forward, but I do film from my friend's house, and it's a lot cuter. It's a lot cuter, a lot quieter. You know, the air conditioning is going off here. People are walking by. They probably think I'm crazy, but that's okay. But going through what else is in here, so you can see from Urban Decay that we have their new Naked Shaped palette. So it's a multitasking palette. It has creams, mattes, shimmers, and glimmers. So I also just opened up this package. Oh, can I get it open? Why are these so hard to open? Oh. So I've seen a couple people like use this online and stuff. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say the packaging feels like, not in a bad way or anything, but like it feels, oh, slide. There we go. The packaging does feel like extremely cheap. Oh, the lighting is so much, I'm so glad I remembered to bring my little light. Good job. Okay, this is really pretty though, and this could be a good multitasking palette. The only thing I'm a little disappointed on is it doesn't have a mirror, because if I'm gonna have a bigger palette and I'm gonna be doing my makeup, like, I mean, sometimes I literally do my makeup in the car. I was doing it outside of Walgreens the other day, especially traveling though. You know, I don't always want to use like the hotel bathroom. I don't know, it just feels kind of like flimsy. Like I'm not really, I'm not dying for this packaging, but like this shimmer definitely looks super pretty. Wow, that's beautiful. We have some creams, mattes. I think I am going to put that in my Shop My Stash bag. Even if I don't end up traveling with it every single time, I can at least have it in my bag. So that'll be an eyeshadow, but also I really like these new metallic duos from Kokie. Highly, highly recommend these. So these duos from Kokie Cosmetics, I did a short form on them. I feel like I talked about them in a long form video. But these are so nice, and they're literally like $5 to $10. Like sometimes they're a little bit on sale. So these are two. I think there's another one that I really enjoyed too. So Steal the Show and then Beloved. And so on the top here, I'm actually wearing this one today. You have the cream shadow, and then on the bottom you have like this really beautiful topper. I actually have been applying it with this. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, if you're just supposed to like keep this in, but to like help with like the fallout and stuff, but that's how I use it. These are so easy. They're so easy to pop in a bag. You can just do the cream, you can just do the topper, you can do both. I really love products like this, and especially because these are so nice for my travel makeup bag. I'm like, yes please. So honestly, I think with the Urban Decay and then with the Kokie, like I should be pretty set with eyeshadow. I don't think I need anything else. Okay, the freaking storage unit light keeps shutting off. Okay, also some new products from Urban Decay. The other one, like the big like makeup news, of course, was that they are essentially no longer working with Scandinavia on the all-nighter spray. So I saw all the debates online of if that's cool, if it's not cool, if it's shady, if it's not. I will say it kind of gave me some nostalgia. My very first ever sponsored video I did on YouTube in 2016 was with Scandinavia and on their makeup setting spray. And I think it was a bridesmaid makeup look that I did. I don't think it was bride, but I did like a bridesmaid makeup look, and I was using that setting spray. And I have used Scandinavia or the Urban Decay spray for years and years and years. So it's very interesting to me that Urban Decay went the route that they did, but they came out with this new all-day wear makeup setting spray. Now this one does say it has a glow finish, which I'm not sure I'm exactly thrilled with. I kind of just like a setting spray to melt my makeup down and make it stay in place. But I'm willing to try it out because I don't use a setting spray all that often. Like I had the one size the last couple months, which was great for the heat, for traveling, being in places like India, Bali, Hawaii, that sort of thing. But going to like Japan in October, I don't think my makeup is going to like be melting off the way. I have a girlfriend who just went in the month of August, and she said the humidity was absolutely insane, but I don't think I'll run into that in October. So I'm like, this isn't going to be something I use on like a daily basis, but I could at least give it a shot and see what we think of it. So I don't know. I'll try it. Ooh. Okay. So I'll try out that one from Urban Decay. And then, all right, I got a couple products from Kosas as well, and I've been trying these out recently. So they sent me an eyeliner and a mascara in my last Get Ready With Me. Oh, that's what it was. That's where I used the Kokie. And then in the last Get Ready With Me, I also used their mascara and their liner. I really like their liner, especially because I lost the cap to my Milk one, so that one is basically finito. This liner is very smooth, very creamy. It stays on very well. I wear eyeliner most days, and I can be pretty particular about it. But that one from Kosas has been nice, so that will be going in my makeup bag. And then also their Soul Gazer. I thought it said Glazer. Soul Gazer. This has been a good mascara. I wouldn't consider it like a favorite. It does not transfer. I don't have issues with that, so that makes me very happy. And it makes my lashes look good, but not great. You know, like it's good on days where I'm not trying to, you know, like when I really want my lashes to like pop, I do like the Rare Beauty or like the Tarte or the Kulfi. I finished off the Kulfi mascara. The Kosas is like good, but it's not one that I think that I would repurchase, but like I'll still keep using it. But speaking of mascaras, I did get 4 from Benefit, right? So Benefit sent over 4. Bad Gal Bang, also the waterproof version. This one is Fan Fest. And then the Roller Lash. I like the Benefit mascaras. The Bad Gal Bang I do feel like transfers a lot on me. The Fan Fest is pretty, but again, it's like kind of like the Kosas, good, not great. I do like the Roller Lash. I haven't tried the Bad Gal Bang waterproof. I'm not sure I necessarily feel like I need a waterproof mascara in my life right now, but I do think it'd be good to have like another backup because I'll probably finish off the Rare Beauty, probably end up finishing off the Kosas. So I'm going to take the Roller Lash and I'm going to put this one into my Shop My Stash bag. I think that will be a good option to have. So let's go with that. Okay, also sitting out here is from BK Beauty. So they just sent over their solid brush soap. I'm so excited about this. Their cleansing bar and scrub pad. If you know me, you know I clean my brushes so often. It's definitely one thing too that like I used to have a massive brush collection, obviously with moving, and I've really like cut it down. I also just don't feel the need to have a ton of brushes, and I don't mind washing them. I wash them every few days. I typically try to post videos every so often on Instagram and YouTube, just little shorts of me cleaning, just to be like, hey, clean your brushes. They're just like fun, you know, it's kind of like ASMR-y. But this one from BK Beauty also has the scrub pad here, which I think is great. And then this is the solid brush soap. So I'm definitely going to be using this, and they came out with a travel version. So I'm going to be taking around the travel version in my bag as well. So that way when I'm on my trips, especially my longer ones, I'm going to be in Japan for 10 days, like South Korea for 5, and then maybe another country or 2 for like another week or 2. So I don't want to have dirty brushes that whole time. So I'm going to take the travel of this one, and I am so excited about that. I have a couple lip liners in here, but let me just keep going on the new stuff. So I got a couple things from Makeup by Mario. So they have, I think this is a new foundation, and this one is like the Surreal Skin Natural Finish Foundation. So I think they had one that was more of the glowy, and this is supposed to be more natural, and then they also sent over a brush. Okay, so they sent me 7C and 8N. Right now, most likely I would be an 8N to match my body because I am quite tan. If I like it, you know, maybe I can keep around the 7C, but I'm not really wearing foundation a lot. And I said in one of my recent videos, like maybe as the weather turns, maybe I'll go back to wearing foundations or skin tints or something, because I literally only wear the Bare Minerals Luminizer. That is it. I don't wear the ColourPop skin tint anymore, which I love. Like, I only wear the Bare Minerals, or I just wear concealer on my face. So I don't know. And I tried the one from Benefit, and I really did not get on with that one. I want to just do like a little swatch here so we can see. I don't know. It feels so thick for me. Like, again, I feel like I should at least try it though. Maybe my next Get Ready With Me, we can try it out. So I'll put the Makeup by Mario in there. I'll put 8N in there. I don't know. We shall see. But like I mentioned, I did get the one from Benefit as well. This is their Smoothing and Blurring Foundation. Now, the shade matches were not great for me, so just regardless of what would have happened anyways, the shade matches was not going to work out. But this one, it smelled like paint. Hold on. Okay, I just sniffed my hand with the Makeup by Mario. I didn't really smell much, but smelled straight up like paint. It felt very thick and heavy on my skin. I just wasn't down for it. So I don't know who I can, because I used it, so I'm not really sure who I can pass it on to, but they sent me, that's the shade 7N, light neutral, and it was too light for me right now. And then I also got a couple of things. Oh, I am going to put the Makeup by Mario brush in here too. I do love the F4 for Makeup by Mario. I always have that in my bag. I actually have 2 of the brushes. This one, I feel like I had this brush and I didn't use it as much. I think this is the F1. So it's like foundation and then concealer. I don't know, maybe since it's a duo, maybe I'll like it a little bit more with traveling. I don't know, we'll try it out, but that's gonna go in my bag as well. And then, like I was saying, from Bare Minerals, they sent over a couple powder foundations. So obviously I love their luminizer. I did love one of their other pressed foundations as well. This says Original Pressed Powder Foundation. Hold on, let me go into my drawer. I'm just like, what is the difference? Oh, okay, so this says Bare Mineral Bare Pro 24-hour skin perfecting powder foundation. Okay, because I really do like this one from Bare Minerals. Used it a lot. So now they sent over the Bare Minerals Original Pressed Powder Foundation. Okay, so we have light beige and also just light 08. Okay, so this one's light beige, this is light 08. I think I don't know, man, that's tough. Oh, that feels like a little thick as well. I do think the light beige is going to be a little bit better for me right now. I'm almost just wondering if it's a little too warm for me, but I'll put it in here. They sent a brush as well, so I'll put that one in there too. I just don't know. You know, I can maybe pair it with the luminizer, or days that if I just do a concealer, then I can do that one as well. One of the new things that I had in my last Get Ready With Me was the Peach and Lily Collagen Cushion Peptide Lip Balm. I really like this, and it's also great for travel. So those were the new things and like what I think will work out for me the best. So let me add these to my little Shop My Stash basket. Okay, so I think that we're looking good. So let me take you into my actual vanity now. Okay, so here's a little overview of the top of my vanity. It got a little bit messy in moving. It's not the most organized. Looks like we have maybe some powder spillage over here, but for the most part, everything made it fine. I was able to work with a moving company in Vegas. They're called MUFE Gloss. And they did an amazing job. 2 guys came over. They helped me pack everything. They wrapped everything for me. They labeled my boxes. They moved everything here. They were super, super helpful. So if you're in Vegas and you're moving, I would highly, highly check them out, because there was no way I could do this on my own. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm 38. My friends are around my same age. Like, I'm past the stage of like, hey, can you help me move? I'll buy you pizza. Like, we're past that. So a moving company, highly, highly recommend. But okay, so don't really use a primer. I'm not really concerned about that. My sunscreen right now that I'm using is from Ravie. It's in the blue tube. I'm really liking that one. For foundation, we have the Bare Minerals. Now we have the Makeup by Mario in there. I do have the Kulif Concealer, which I know that I am running low on. So I was thinking of grabbing another one. And I actually have 2 Tower 28 in here. Wait, didn't I use one all the way up? And then I thought I just had one other one. Wait a second. I thought I had one like, oh no, this is empty. Oh, this is empty. Because the shade name came off of this one. The other one is IE. I think the one that I used up was like K-Town or something like that. But this is empty, so this needs to go in my empties bin. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second, something is not right here. But I do love the Tower 28 concealer. I think IE, is that what it is? 1E, IE. I think that this will still be a fine shade match for me. And I'm a concealer girl through and through, under eyes, skincare, spot correcting, all the things. So I definitely want another concealer. So we're putting that in there. I have the L'Oreal, the Morphe powder. Okay, I have the Sephora Bronzer, and you saw the really big pan in there. It's not that I think I'm going to use it up like immediately, but I also moved out the Morphe Bronzer because I'm just not as much into my creams right now. So I feel like my bronzers did get, what's that? Oh, that's a lip product. Got a little scattered. So I have the YSL. This is my one with Ofra. I'm actually kind of thinking about that one. Physicians Formula. This is more of like a cream one with Benefit, their new Hoola. I have the Charlotte Tilbury, but this has a really large pan in it also. So does the older Marc Jacobs. I don't really want a duo. Like, I have the NARS Duo back here, and I really like the bronzer, but I'm just not really, I don't feel like I need a duo. The Sigma one is basically, like, it's quite broken, so it's a little, I don't really want to travel with this one. I think I am going to go, this is my bronzer that I created with Ofra Cosmetics. This one is in River, and it has a shimmer bronzer on this side and a matte bronzer on this side, and obviously I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's a bronzer that I've used so often. I've had multiples of these, and I love them. I love my bronzers, my blushes, and I think that's what I want to put in. So I'll have that with the Sephora bronzer. Now, one thing that I do want, I talked about, you know, the Rare Beauty blush, the bright red, the Benefit, the Milk. I'm over my bright blushes. So I am ready to have a more neutral blush back in my life. Like, I loved my bright blushes. Okay, that from Ravie Beauty is going to be a little too bright. That's a fragrance. Okay, we're not as organized, but, you know, give me a break. Give me a little break here. But, okay, where are a lot of my blushes just in general? So this is probably Chiclet, right? Yep, so this is my blush with Ofra. These are still available along with the glosses that I just released this year. Those are so pretty. I mean, I have a Charlotte Tilbury Glow on. Oh, the Natasha. This is a really pretty blush, and it's nice and small. Ooh, I do. I loved everything from the My Dream collection. Ooh, I'm really thinking about that one. I feel like I'm like not seeing, I'm like, where are my blushes? That's a powder. I'm also thinking about doing a declutter. If you want to see a declutter from the storage unit, please let me know. Okay, what is this one? Okay, I have some from Singe. That would be pretty. Kaleido, Sigma. Oh, that's one from NARS, but I think this is like a deeper, yeah. Well, this is good for fall, though. But no, I want my neutral or like pinky blushes. Like I have my Dior. Man, I'm like, are those all my blushes? I think the Natasha one will be good though. I think I'll be excited with this one. Yeah. Okay. So, wait, is that the only blush I have? I feel like I want another one. Right, I didn't keep another blush. The Benefit, no. Okay, so I definitely need another blush in here. I feel like I'm looking for something and I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm not finding it. I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like there's something in front of me and I'm just not spotting it. But you know what? I'm going to do the NARS because this is kind of fall. Like I'll have my neutral and then I'll have like fall. That'll be good. From NARS, this is Dolce Vita. I feel good about that. What do I feel like? Wow. So we have blush. I don't really wear highlight. We have the powders. Okay, for the eyes, the Kokie Duos, the Urban Decay, like I feel fine. Sometimes I literally just wear eyeliner. I have the one from Kosas. I did run out of that one from Milk, so I'm going to put the Kulfi in there too. A black liner. Honestly, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Kosas. It's very creamy. It's nice and long wearing. It's a really nice eyeliner. So I'm going to put that in from Kulfi. So we have eyeliners. We have a couple different mascaras. So, oh, the Charlotte, this is what I think I was looking for. My Charlotte Tilbury blush. It was hiding behind my mascara vouchers. You know, I feel okay though. I'm good with the Natasha and the, my Natasha and the NARS. I think that'll be okay. We have some things that are just like not in the right places, but that's, I'm really thinking of doing a declutter and then being able to organize a little bit better. Let me know if you want to see that. Okay, but like I was saying, I think I'm pretty good with mascaras. We have a couple in there, so that's good. And then, so that's really it for eyes. Like I do have this box. This box is like a lot of palettes. Maybe looks like maybe some like lips, maybe some brushes in there. But again, you guys, I haven't come back for anything. I haven't really missed anything. I feel good about, I've basically been living in the Kokie Duo since I got them. The Urban Decay palette has a lot of shadows in there. Like, I just don't think that there's anything that I need to grab out of here. Not saying that like if I do a declutter, I'm just getting rid of everything. There's definitely going to be palettes that I keep and palettes that I want to keep and I want to go back to and those sort of things. But because I also, and I know with the less and less PR, I'm not always going to have something new to try and something new to review. So of course I'm going to keep things around. But for this go around, I'm going to stick with the Kokie and the Urban Decay. Which means all I have left is the lips. So my lips, I always have in this top drawer. Oh, well, okay. So I haven't come back. The only thing I came back for was my lip liners. And I did also forget my lip liners, but I have some in my purse that I pulled out that's most likely what I'll be going for. But okay, so this is my lip collection here. So the lip liners that I brought with me are, I have been loving my one from Freck. This was a repurchase. This is the shade 03. I have heard rumblings that Freck might be, I don't know, I've heard a couple different things, but I also heard maybe they're discontinuing the lip liners, which makes me so sad. And they just went on sale at Sephora for only $12. So if you want them, like I probably am going to pick up another 03. I saw the shade 04 is already sold out and I don't know if it's going to come back. I wear 03 all the time. I wear it by itself so much. It's a great like contour lip shade, a great fill in my lip shade. It's just a great My Lips But Better shade. So not exactly sure what's going on there. And then Ravie Beauty just came out with these new lip liners and these are so nice. My favorite shade is Fig. Yep, look. I need to sharpen it, but I love Fig and it's this really pretty pink, but it's like a nude rosy pink. It's so beautiful. I wear this just all over my lips as well, or maybe sometimes with the gloss. So those two for sure. And then I also had recently pulled out my Laura Mercier Rosewood. This is one that I've sharpened many times. And again, I feel like all three, these are different, right? This is like the rosiest and like deepest nude, more pinky, and then more brown nude. Like I think that's perfect for lip liners. honestly, I'll be for real. Like I'll probably pull a few more here and there, but for all intents and purposes, I feel like that's pretty good. And then lipstick wise, I'm still really going for like glosses and oils. Oh, I have the Peach and Lily. I mean, the road just didn't do anything for me. I have the Peach and Lily. I have my glosses with Ofra that I just wear all the time. So they're just pretty much always with me in some way, shape, or form. The Kosas I thought was okay. I'm kind of leaning towards the YSL because I had the LYS in there. But the O2 YSL, which is really similar to the LYS, it's just like kind of a clear pinky. But like it's beautiful. It's like wet looking on the lips. I wanted it last time, so that's why my mind was immediately kind of thinking that. So, oh, the Gissu is really pretty though too. You know what? I haven't used this in a minute. Let's go with this. It does, is this normal though? It does kind of look like it's separated, right? Like all the pink sparklies on top and then there's like some more of this oil or on the bottom and then there's more of the oil on top. Is that normal? Like, is this okay to still put on my lips? Someone tell me. But this was a really pretty gloss also. I know it's kind of similar to the YSL, but like this is also what I wear. And truly, I also wear my lip liners alone all of the time. Because I like feel pretty good about that. A lot of these are like lipsticks. I do like the Catrice lip oil, but I just don't really feel... what is this one? Oh yeah, this is the Fenty. Honestly, oh my gosh, I can't get it out. Oh, the Ravie Beauty. Actually, I was gonna do the Fenty, but let's do the Ravie Beauty since I have the, oh, this is perfect to match with the lip liner. Oh yeah, so this is Delilah. Perfect. I feel like that Kris Jenner sound. It's perfect. But okay, so the YSL, the Gissu, and the Ravie Beauty, and then my 3 lip liners, and I think that's pretty good, you guys. After that, that is my Shop My Stash from my storage unit. I feel pretty good about this. There's a couple products in here that I'm interested to try out. You know, we'll see if I like it. But, you know, I have some old favorites in here that I'm excited to get some more uses out of. This is definitely the month out of like probably my entire 10 years of being on beauty YouTube that I've received the least amount of PR, and I'm okay with that. And I'm excited to like still, you know, use some products up, pan some. I got some new fragrances to try out. I feel really good about this, and I think that there's plenty in here that I can pack in my bag to Japan. If you have any packing trips for being gone for a month like that, I think I'm challenging myself to not check a bag. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but we're thinking about it. But if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions where to go in Japan, or if you have any questions on my storage unit, anything like that that I can answer in upcoming videos, talking about really leaning towards a more minimalist, you know, makeup mindset and just minimalist mindset in general, please definitely do let me know. I hope you enjoyed seeing this Shop My Stash, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.